Okay, welcome folks. This is week 2 of our Summer Design 301 course. Let me go over a couple of quick things for you. First of all, a very nice job getting all of your work in. Most people got all of their work in, did wonderful work. I hope you're finding that it's not too time consuming and difficult. It does increase as we go on a little bit as things get more complex. But there's some cool things that I thought I'd go over with you. First of all, remember where to get your week 2 assignment guide. This is in the modules of the Canvas site, and here's our week 2 assignment guide. So that's where you'll get that. I've also organized your drawing and submittal files so that now the ones that are due next are here on the top. Remember that if you did not get all of these done, plates tech prep through 1.6, you can put them in your revised or late work files. Okay, so that's sort of where you can kind of work around on the modules pages. I want to show you a little bit about how to read your grades. So here I've gone to the grade toolbar, and this is my test student, which is me. And oh my gosh, I turned in one thing and I got a 7.5 on it. So it tells you what's missing, which is kind of nice. It tells you what your score is, but there's even more that you can see from here. So if you look at the click on the plate assignment itself, it brings up the submission details. So the first thing is up in the upper right, it shows you the grade, and then you can show the rubric to see how it was graded. Okay, and that may be clear enough, but this message panel is also good. Here is the message from me to me. Hey, Randy, I got it done. That was by the test student yesterday at 2:39. And then there's some messages from me. And usually you'll get a thumbs up with some sort of a drawing that says revisions required or no revisions required. Here's one that just is a Brachiosaurus. Um, go pop it up here. I know it'll come up somewhere. It is. It's opening up. I don't know where it just opened up though. There it is. It opened up right in place. So, so yours won't look like that. Yours will look like a real thing. So it'll either say revisions required or no revision required, and you can move on from there. And then if you want to write back to me, you can do that. And what's really nice is you can attach your DWG file here if it's a revision. It does let you do that, but I don't always see it and know that it got done. So it's best to put it in the revised file. Best to put it in the revised file. Okay, so there's some things um, about how to work Canvas. I wanted to show you guys. This is really cool. Look at how fast you guys came up to speed. Yeah, I say you guys. It's usually you folks. Guys is for me a generic term, but it's not always the right term. So you folks all came up to speed very quickly. Look at some of these patterns that got made, and they are very cool. Just going through them all, and these aren't all of them. These are some of the ones that I had caught early on. Personally, I'm more of a rebel than an imperial, but that's good. So really nice, and I am a Warriors fan. Um, I mean, I like the Celtics too. I think it's really cool that two of my favorite teams are in there, but I'm a Warriors fan. Don't know which fan is if there is a preference for whoever turned this in. But it's really kind of neat stuff, and I'm really impressed as always that so many of you have turned AutoCAD from lines to cool looking things so quickly. I want to congratulate you on that. So remember now that for our week 2 assignment guide, you can find it here and click on it. I want to go over a couple of things. This week is about edit commands. Now, some of you wrote to me and said, I made a mistake and I had to redraw the whole thing. How do I just fix a mistake? Well, that's this week. So you'll have plenty of opportunity. Now, if you made a mistake, sometimes it's best practice to go back and just redraw the whole thing on plates 1.1 through 1.6 because it's the drawing practice that does the most good. But if you want to also go back and try to trim or erase and then copy or move a line or do some of the, you can do these. So that's what we're going to learn how to do. We're going to learn some of the edit commands, but with the drawing tools that you've already got and these tools, you're set to do a lot of work already. And after that, it's just how do you make your work present in a standard way, which is the rest of the class after this week. Okay, so edit commands. There are many, many, many more edit commands, by the way. So, but here's your quick shot. It is on the playlist. Here are your resources. There are 8 plates to do this time, 8 plates to do. And then your terminology. There are things called drawing tool shortcuts. So I'm teaching you the long way to do these. It is not always the fastest or most efficient, but fast and efficient sort of depends on your drawing style and what industry you're in. So drawing tool shortcut keys, that's where you just type a 2-letter or a 1-letter command, sometimes 3 letters on the keyboard, and it pulls up the command for you rather than going to the icon or typing out the whole thing down below. And so those are good to know, and this is your opportunity to look them up. And the shortcut keys are listed on the drawing 5, the activity 5. Here's the list of shortcut keys. You can find them online and in the workbook. Okay, your discussion this week centers on what kind of job you'd like, right? I saw lots of interesting things about what your career goals are and everything like that. And this is getting you introduced to a product called Indeed.com. I don't endorse it or specifically say you need to use it. It is a representative sample of the many, many, many online job search tools that are out there. It just happens to be one that is easy to access. And it's pretty powerful. So this lets you start thinking about things called keywords that let you find out about jobs that are available. And then there's this other job search resource, and it's never too early to start doing this, folks. Even if you're a year, 2 years, 3 years out, or maybe you're just 1 semester out, it's that knowledge up front. And Indeed has a service called Jobcast, which is a set of podcasts. They're very professionally done, and they have lots of good ideas. And so it's just good to look at those if you feel like it. If you okay, but this will really help your colleagues and you as you start focusing your job search. So there we've got it. That's a little bit about week 2. Oh, stay in the call. Stay in the call. That's me, by the way. That's my office that I've built. I blur it out because you don't need all the cool stuff that I've got. I use this microphone because it's got some really cool stuff on it that helps me avoid feedback and things like that. That is me. That's what I look like. I have some other cool tools to make me look different, but I figured it wouldn't be bad for you to see me once instead of just being a disembodied voice. So there you have it. That is your introduction for week 2. I want to congratulate you all on really doing nice work in week 1. It's a little more focused from here because the training on how to operate the class is now done, and it's just practice at it. Okay, and so I give a lot of opportunities for learning about how the class works at the beginning, fewer at the end. I give less feedback on how the class works, less help on how the class works after weeks, say 4, 5, and 6. But for right now, if you have any more questions about how the class works, let me know. And I look forward to seeing more good work, more complex work, and more detailed work as we move forward this